Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to City Skylines, welcome back to Nerdingham. I'm, of course, the ConflictNerd, and today I might sound a little bit tired. And that's because I'm recording this episode not too long after the previous episode. I've been recording all day. It's currently like 1:30 a.m. I was browsing the City Skylines subreddit, and I decided that I just wanted to play the game. I want to sit down and I want to do more work here in the city. Not necessarily the city, probably out this way towards Cedar, which we're not going to be renaming today. That's not going to be happening today because I haven't actually looked at the comments on the previous episode yet to get names that you've suggested. So you can leave suggestions on this one as well if you so desire, but I'll probably pick names from the previous video just because I said I'd do it from there. Anyway, what I want to do today is I just want to make this place look kind of pretty. I was looking at some really nice stuff in the subreddit, and it's like people make so many nice things, and I kind of don't. I make stuff that doesn't look very good, and I can hear my throat is a little bit rough. That's just because it's like 1:30 a.m. I should have been in bed like 2 hours ago. It's fine. I'm fine. I want to make this place look nice. I want to put parks in here. I want to put, you know, lots of nice things in here. I want it to look pretty, you know? That's what I want to do. So, I'm going to try that. I'm going to use parking lots to make it look realistic. I want to put some big parks in here. I kind of want that park in there, to be honest, but that's a big area of residential zoning, so I don't necessarily want to eradicate residential zoning. Could put some parking lots in the city centre. Could put a couple of these in. Might look slightly realistic. I mean, I could put one there. That could be an interesting place for it. How does that look? Yeah, I'm going to go with that. I actually like how that looks. It sort of comes level with this, so it looks quite interesting. Can I put another one there? That's actually kind of cool. I'm gonna go with that. I like that. I do. I think it looks really interesting. So let's scroll along here. I want to have a look at some other parks. I'm looking specifically for the long park that I have, the 8x4. Let's see if I can squeeze one in there and squeeze one in there. Which I absolutely can. And I really like the look of. So there's that area made to look a little bit more pretty than it previously did, which is exactly what I want to be doing here. Fantastic. Okay, now to surround this area in trees. That is something I said I would do. What are those trees, though? I think it's those ones. Is it? Yeah, it's those trees. Alright, so let's make this a little bit bigger and just fill in this space with some trees. Just to make it look, you know, kind of nice, but, you know, a bit of nature in here, never hurt anybody. Just going to fill out this space. Fill out that space as well, even though that space will get filled with buildings eventually. But there we go. Just make that place look filled in, make it look all natural. That looks nice. I actually really like that as a town center. I think it looks lovely. This place is absolutely going to take some time to fill out, but this will look really good as well. This is hopefully going to do what I want it to do. As for this place, it seems to be working. It seems that people are using the roads the way I want them to. No one seems to be using this road really, and I think that's understandable because a lot of people were using it originally to get out of this place because it was more convenient than using this road because of the mistake I'd done with the one-way road here. But they sure seem to be using it now, which I'm very much okay with. As long as that doesn't get too busy, I think we'll be alright. If it does get a bit busy, I will probably put a small kind of junction here. I might even do a roundabout, honestly. I think a roundabout... Oh god, I'm getting some serious frame rate drops there. I think a roundabout would be suitable here, since it wouldn't necessarily... Like, there's not too much traffic. I'm going to try it. You know what? I'm going to try it. It's 1:30 a.m. I'm allowed to try a roundabout. If this doesn't work, we can blame it on the fact that I'm tired. And if it does work, we can blame it on the fact that I'm an absolute genius and that people that complain about roundabouts are silly. That's what we'll do here. Okay, so we'll do that. That's fine. That is actually a two-way road to begin with. That's fantastic. Okay, how are we going to make this work, though? Because this is going to turn into an egg as soon as I try adjusting it, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, well, it's an egg. It's an egg. It happens. There we go. I think it'll be fine. Although it does limit the amount of lanes they can use. I'm not too much of a fan of that. Now, have this come in like that. Have that come out like that. And let's see, I suppose. So it's going to force them all around there. I feel like the roundabout should probably be sped up to 100 miles or kilometers per hour, whatever the speed is here. It definitely needs sped up because it is technically part of a highway. So speed that up to 100. There we go. So what is traffic going to do there exactly? Is it just going to flow? It sure seems like it's flowing. Does slow down there if it wants to turn off. But I imagine they won't use the outside lane if they just want to go straight on. Oh, they will. Right, that needs to change. That's something I should probably set up correctly. So this lane can only turn left. So it's going to benefit... You can't merge there, so it's going to benefit you. If you want to go left, you stay in that lane. And if you want to go around the roundabout, you go to that lane. Okay, then this can go to there. And then these guys can go there and there. Okie dokie, then these guys can only go to any of those 3 lanes. And these guys can go any of those 2 lanes. Then these guys can go, I suppose, like this. These 2 lanes can go straight on as well. Okay, and then this one's going to be set up similarly. You can go to any of those lanes. You can go to those lanes. And then you can go to any of those 2 lanes. So that should help the traffic flow a little bit. I think. Yeah, that should help it flow. Once they actually start using it properly. I imagine. Because you can all turn out... Oh, wait a minute. You can't turn out into any lane, can you? You need to be able to go out there as well. Okay, then you 2 are fine. Okay, that should work. It's already slowing down. Which is less than ideal. Of course it is. Of course it's immediately not working all that well. That would happen, wouldn't it? That would happen. It is all traffic going in that way, though. Like, a lot of the traffic is now flowing around correctly, the way it should. So I think we're okay. Like, these guys that want to go right around are going into the inside lane here, then merging at this junction. So that's what I want to see. I think that's okay. Traffic isn't really backing up anywhere in the small town, so we're good, I think. I think we're good. We are making some money, which is nice. These little houses are filling out, which is also nice. And it's a nice little roundabout. There you go. Haters gonna hate, haters gonna hat, but I have a functional roundabout that I want to upgrade. Didn't think of that, did I? Oh dear. Right, this needs to be tree-lined. These junctions are all going to need redone, aren't they? Yeah. Of course they are. Okay, well, I'm not going to make you watch that, so enjoy my new transition. You know, now that I think about it, it probably would make more sense to have a 1-lane highway road come off of here and connect somewhere there, and another one come off of there, so that those 2 lanes kind of split into 2 separate roads. So that the merge isn't just a right angle turn there. That would probably be a lot more efficient and a lot quicker in terms of getting traffic to move. I think I'll try it. No, you know, that's fine. That's fine as it is. It's flowing, it's moving, it's all okay. I like it as it is. This is a little bit of a busy road, but I don't mind too much. I kind of like it. Also, didn't I say I wanted to do bus lanes? I wanted to fix them, didn't I? That's what I wanted to do. So let me click here. Let me sort out you. Why can't I click you? I cannot click this bus line. I'm clicking it like crazy, and it's just not working. I'm clicking that like crazy, and it's just not opening up. And I kind of need it to. I don't want to change the color. I put some bloody buses on there, but it's not gonna bloody let me. Okay, alright, I'm gonna have to redo those bus lines, aren't I? But, oh god, how do I delete a bus line that doesn't have anything on it, though? Because I can't select a vehicle for it. That's gonna have to do. There is at least a bus going the other way. There are 4 buses apparently going around here. There they are. Alright. I guess that's fine. I'm not really seeing the 4 buses. There's one. Where's the other one? I could swear there's only 2. There's 3. There's the 4th one, though. It doesn't matter. There are definitely 4 buses going about there. The campus line has no vehicles. Why doesn't my campus line have vehicles? What's up with that? What's up with Corbin Academy campus? Let's have a look. The campus line is struggling? Why? It's trying to get a vehicle. It cannot seem to get one, though. I also can't delete it because it doesn't exist. Or it's not that it doesn't exist, there's no vehicles, so I can't select and modify the line because it's being annoying. Whatever, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Let's have a little bit of a look at traffic here whilst we're over this way. There's a lot of it. There's an awful lot of it, but it certainly seems to be moving. Yeah, it certainly seems to be going. This area is a little bit busy, but again, certainly seems to be moving, which I'm very much okay with, and I certainly enjoy. This is all filling out really nicely as well. This is a very interesting little suburb. I say little, huge suburb that I'm really happy with. But I really like how this is coming along. I just want this street to fill in, though, so much. I so desperately want this street to fill in. Also, those are adorable little shops. I love those. Kind of cute. Kind of adorable. Kind of great. Just build, though. Just build more houses. How can I need to increase the land value here, don't I? Also, another great idea would probably be some pathways. That would totally be a fantastic idea, since most of these guys, I'm hoping, will work in the industrial sector. So we do this. We'll bring this to there. That did get rid of some zoning, but that's fine by me. Let me go to here, straight across. That's not so bad. Let's come straight back like that, and I would like to just curve down that way. That looks nice. Anywhere else I could take a path? I could take a path up that way. Might look a bit silly, though. I guess a path around the back of the houses wouldn't look too bad. Since they are going to be very small, it could look interesting. It certainly cuts off the zoning and lets me see where it is a little bit better. And I guess it's an interesting way for people to get about if they so desire. Yeah, I kind of like that. I think that nicely borders the zones, which is kind of what I want. Oh god, no. Let's not be doing that. Let's go to there, and then we'll go just straight to there, and then I'm going to de-zone those because those will look very silly if they zone. Okay, then I'll just bring this straight across here, and I guess technically it could go through there, couldn't it? It could go back there, like that, and then connect like that? Yeah? Is that building? What are you building? You're building a general store. That's going to be tiny. I kind of want to see it, though. How small is that going to be? Are there 1x2 terraced buildings? Or is this a European style? I think that's European styled. Yeah, that's not terraced. Sure, we'll allow that. It looks interesting. I think that might actually be outside of the terraced zone anyway. Oh my god, they're filling out quite quickly now. Good, that's actually what I want. I want it to look good and interesting, and I kind of also want to fill in this space with trees, if I'm honest. Although I feel like pine trees are a much better bet. I feel like pine trees would look much better down this way. Gonna be honest, so let's just clear out that space. Do I want the giant ones? Or do I want the slightly small? I feel like I want the slightly smaller ones. Just to fill out that space. I just think it looks something interesting about it. Plus this is up in the hills, isn't it? This city town is up kind of in the hills. So fill in a lot of this space as well. Fill in a lot of this space. It's a lot of empty space. Clear out the trees from all in there. Replace them with pines. There we go. There we go. There we go. Just get some in there. Those ones are kind of dead, but that's fine. Or you could say, that's pine. That was a joke, in case you didn't get it. I replaced the word fine with pine. That was, that was the joke. Let's clear out some of these as well and just put some pine trees in that way. Just sort of, oh, I clicked on something. Just sort of scatter them about the place, you know? And just make it look interesting. I like that. I do. Have I reached my tree limit, by the way? No. That looks nice. That looks nice. We've also got some houses going in there, so it's going to look good when that's all developed. And all interesting looking. And it's already starting to look quite cute. I really like how the terraced houses look. They really look adorable. And they're going to look so good beside an industrial zone and surrounded by pine trees. This is such a nice town. It's so nice. Look at it. Got some shops. Got a McDonald's. Got a McDonald's. Got a pop soda. Got a McDonald's. Got a McDonald's. Got a McDonald's. Got a pop soda. There's 5 McDonald's in the one area. Any more? Any other McDonald's? Nah, it doesn't look like it. I don't know. There's something about this. I think it's just the kind of, you know, the built-up area surrounded in smaller buildings. I don't know. I think it just looks nice. I think I've done a good job here. I don't really want to build another town yet, though. I kind of want this one to finish filling out. And I sort of feel like, you know, I actually feel like I should put a road there. Because if I put a road there, a pedestrian path, a pedestrian road, sorry. If we do this, right, we connect those up. So that is technically a road, right? But I'm going to change it so that only emergency vehicles can drive on it. And then I kind of feel like I should put a park in there, in that space. A nice big park. So if I set this to be a road that you don't drive on, buses don't drive on, cargo vehicles I suppose can. Hearses, yeah, sure, we'll let those drive on it. But buses and emergency or civilian vehicles do not drive on it. Yeah, so they'll U-turn at the end of the street, which is fine by me. So let me go to parks and see what I could fit in there. Because it's what, 7 across, so I need to find a park that's 7 wide, or alternatively 9 wide, if I want to get rid of the pathways, which I don't really want to do, but I mean, that one fits, but it's not wide enough. That one is 9 wide and fits quite nicely. But I kind of want one that's going to fit in there perfectly. That does. Oh, that could be really nice, actually. Because that one would fit in there perfectly, and then still have houses down here, and then houses around it. Should I do a giant park in the middle there? You know what? I'm going to do it. Gonna do it. There we go. Got the giant park. We've got houses all around it. I think that's actually a really nice kind of center for the community. I like it. I do. I really like it. I also think I might do that and sort of put a pathway up between the houses. I think it's nice. I do. I've also realized these are very small buildings, even smaller than I thought they were. I thought they were 2 by oh, you're a big one, but I think technically you would be 2 buildings. That's alright, I think that's nice. What I may even do is turn this into an actual road and put some houses on it now, because I think I can do that. I think I'll be fine. So let's upgrade you to an actual road. Make sure you're not still set to disallow regular vehicles. You're not. And then zone you. I can't zone you. Why can't I see zoning? There's zoning. Right. First off, those need to go away, and then that might need to go away as well. Those paths might need, yeah, those probably need to go away as well. Oh, they're good. All right. So do that, and then let me connect you to there, and connect you to there. That seems fine. Then we connect you to there. Right, so we're going to get more houses in that area. We've got a nice park in there as well. That's really nice. I like that. I think it looks lovely. And this whole area is filling out. It looks so good. It's going to look so good. Do I need any more connections? I mean, we have a train here which is functioning relatively well. Draw gravel road. Yeah. Need help. I won't. No passengers service last week, though. There are trains on that line, right? There's 3 vehicles, 2 stops. I guess no one is coming to, no one's coming to Cedar right now, which is kind of annoying. Where's all the trains? Like, they do work. It said there's 3 vehicles on this line. Where are they? Oh, they're down here for some reason. Alright, sure. Anyone on that train? No. Anyone on that train? No. So literally no one is coming to Cedar. You know what? I want to remove you. Because those two trains are kind of spread apart now. A little bit. So literally no one is taking that train. Anyone coming here? No. So no one's taking a train to here either. What about here? No passengers. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyone on this train? There are passengers there. Alright, so are they all going to get off is my question? Do they get off here or do they go elsewhere? Like there's a few people waiting. There are a few people waiting. So that train is somewhat empty. It's emptying. It's not en route. Okay, so it is functioning. There are people there. That's fine. Now that train is absolutely working. It's just not working all that well, which I guess I'll deal with. This one is servicing a lot of people, I imagine, because it's right at the retail park. I kind of want to have a look at buses. Well, I can't look at buses though, can I? Because I can't click on these. I can't actually modify the line properly. I'm clicking like crazy and it's just not doing anything. I can't do anything with these. Those are metro lines anyway. That's really annoying me. Also, I'm noticing we have some commercial demand. That's so good. Look at that. It's adorable. Is this working? It's still functioning, I think. It is busy. Definitely a busy roundabout, but I think... well, actually, in saying that, it does seem to be slowing down a little bit now that trucks are coming along. Maybe I should make an actual... I think an actual interchange is probably about time. So let's just take these back, take you back, and see if I can get one of my little interchanges in there that I happen to really like, which would be the compact highway exit. Slope too steep. Yeah, I thought that would happen. Alright, so compact highway exit. Can I get it there anywhere? Slope too steep, slope too steep. Back here anywhere? Slope too steep. What if I wrote... Oh, of course it would work that way, wouldn't it? Alright, so this is going to be a bit of a pain. Can't really go up there. Can't really go anywhere around there. It can go down there. Slope too steep. Oh, there is a place there, but that's no good to me. Slope too steep. Okay, what about one of these then? So that'll totally go... Oh, that's a bit weird looking. That'll totally go in there, but that's not really what I want. It's a bit of a major interchange for what I need. Roundabout. That's a bit big. What else have we got? I mean, one of these could do. But again, it's a bit of a major interchange. That's the thing. It's not really... You know, they're a bit big. Really? They're a little... It's a little bit big for what we need. There's not that much traffic using this. That's the thing. There's not anywhere near that much traffic going to this town. Not yet, anyway. But I guess we'll do it. I guess it makes sense for the meantime. Like, it'll do. It'll future-proof it, I suppose. In theory. Depends. We'll actually see if that works. Also, since, you know, I'm doing some boring road work, let's talk a little bit about the new City Skylines expansion, shall we? That was announced recently. At Gamescom. Kind of hyped about that. Gonna be honest. Kind of really excited for the City Skylines expansion. Kinda looks great. Nightlife. I'm okay with that. And why can't I do that? How is that slope too steep? How is that too steep? That is not too steep. Don't lie to me. Okay, get rid of those. I'll connect them up properly in a second. So do that. Right, give me snapping. Go to there. So you go to there, and then you come along here. Right, so that does what I need it to do. That can go back to there. Okay, so now this one needs to connect to there. Okay. So those do that, and then I kind of need them to merge into single lane roads, if I'm honest. So how's this going to work exactly? Because that's going to look horrible. Okay, so this kind of needs to go off at that kind of angle and connect there. And this one needs to kind of come in at that angle. Yeah, that's kind of what that one needs to do. So that needs to curve out and look very dumb. Now this looks so dumb now though, doesn't it? I'm not happy with this. But it should be functional. That's what I'm hoping for here. I'm hoping that it's functional. So there we go. That goes out like that. So in theory, that should work fine. So you guys have to merge into the 1 point. Good luck with that. Yeah, good luck with that. That's going to be fun for you all to do, isn't it? Right, so that's that. You guys merge out to there. You merge out to there. And you guys get to merge into one of 2 lanes. Like so. Right, so we'll see what happens. It's a big interchange. It is a big interchange for a little town. And they're U-turning. Of course they are. Of course they're U-turning. Why wouldn't they? I mean, it makes no sense, but sure. Just U-turn. Why not? There's actually quite a bit of traffic going in there. That's a lot more traffic than I thought there would be. Quite a bit coming out as well, which is nice. But I guess that's working. I guess that's getting the traffic in there, which is important. Now down the other end, how's that holding up? Here. Fine. There's not actually much traffic uses that road, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, I suppose that's okay. I'm not happy with the giant interchange, but I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? And I feel I could probably make this look a lot better. I want to make this look a lot better. I'm not happy with it. Bring that back. Give me the standard 2-way road. Bring it. Turn on snapping. Bring it down like that. So that looks to be lined up. So now, if we turn off snapping, can I just do... That's better. A little bit of a weird seam there. But that's definitely better. That is exactly what I want. Okay, so now you guys can go to either lane, of course. And you guys are going to have to merge into 1 lane. Again, good luck with that. Alright, so leave them to work that out. Gonna be a bit of trouble for them, but I'm sure they'll figure it out. But at least that looks a lot better. And I feel like I should probably upgrade that road into... no, I won't upgrade it, because that'll actually just cause problems, won't it? That'll just... it'll get rid of the junction, and it'll make U-turns available again. Which I kind of don't want to do. At all. Also, this is filling out. Which I'm so happy about. I really am. I love this town. It's so nice. It is. It's so nice. And also we have demand for stuff, which doesn't seem to be clearing up. So I'm going to pop over here. And I'm going to start filling this out with some commercial zoning, I think. Fill in this square here. And we'll fill in this one as well. Just to get some commercial in there. I will have to de-zone those tiny little tiles, though, because those are kind of silly. Those shouldn't exist. Like, why would there be a, like, 1-by-1 large kind of high-density commercial building? I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist, is what I'm getting at. I'm pretty sure that kind of thing isn't in the game. But whatever. It's fine. It's silly, but it's fine. Let's go ahead and just zone all of this with high-density residential. Not entirely sure you'd want to live on that road, but I mean, if someone decides to, I'm not going to stop them. And then I'm going to put some offices in as well. I'm going to do some offices just there to fill out that space with something a little bit different. Okay, so that's another area of mass zoning. The chances of that residential zoning filling in anytime soon are very slim, considering we've got all of this to fill in. And that's also why this little town's taking so long to fill in all of this low density. Because there's a huge area of low-density housing closer to the city, which I imagine people would much rather live in. You know, I imagine they'd much rather be close to the city. I know I would. I would rather be closer to the city in this kind of situation. I wouldn't want to live in a house like this, or in a place like this. But, you know, I live fairly close to my town centre. like within a reasonable walking distance. And it's great. You know, if I had the choice of living here and just walking across the bridge to be in the town center versus living out here and having to get a train that no one else uses, I'd live close. I would absolutely live close. So let's look at it that way and realize that people don't make silly decisions in City Skylines. They make the decision that works for them, and the decision that works against me. Now, I have realized something. We don't actually have an international, well, we don't have an international airport in the game at all. That's actually coming in the next expansion, is a giant international airport. But we don't have an airport at all in Nerdingham, so I kind of like that we have this big bit of flat land here. It's not that big, but it's big enough. Like, this area is very flat. Well, actually, that's a complete lie. It's not flat at all. This area is kind of flat, but it's a bit close to the suburbs. And there isn't... Well, actually, this is not... it's not flat at all. This is kind of flat as well. This might actually be a reasonable spot for it here. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do an airport. I'm going to build an airport. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to build an airport, but I'm going to build an airport. And it's going to be great. So let's go something like 50 units that way, and I want to put an airport on it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put an airport right here. We have the airport. There we go. So airport. That's what I want. Airport. There we go. And I can put some terminals there as well to make it look bigger. I don't think these actually serve any purpose. They add to the airport to make it look like a bigger, busier airport. And they do. That actually makes it look like a bigger and busier airport. And the planes won't use it. But again, it's aesthetics that count. It's always the truth. Aesthetics, that's the word I'm looking for, are always important. Now what I'm going to do is try and design this in a very interesting way. I want traffic to have a one-way road here. Like so. And then what I'm going to do is a two-way road coming off of, snapping, coming off of there and going along here and connecting to, not like that, connecting to there. So that's going to be looping around the way it does. That technically should just be a one-way road if I'm honest. Now let's go for another block that way. And then just turn that into a one-way road. Like so. And turn that into a one-way road as well. No, back into a one-way. There we go. Then we want to do a block that way. And I want to flip that around. So that's going to be a one-way road that goes along the terminal, which I'm very much okay with. And then I kind of like the idea of doing another one, now that I think about it. So do a one-way road there, then do a one-way road all the way along there, and connect you to... No, not like that. That looks silly. Don't be being silly, City Skylines. Don't be being silly. So like that, and delete. So now what we do is we flip that around, and we delete you. So we have the road going through the middle, and we have the airport on that side. It means I can actually put another airport. Oh, I can't actually put an airport terminal on that side. Can I put terminals though? I actually can, but that would look very silly having actual airport terminals without a runway, wouldn't it? Didn't think of that. Didn't think of that. But I guess I could put a train station out there. That would be cool. Yeah. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Put a train station there. How big is the train station there? I'll put the train station. There we go. So train station opposite the airport. Can I put a bus depot there as well? Oh, a large bus depot though. Yes. And then what I do is we get the dirt road and we come out of there. I think that's the snapping point, or is that the snapping point? Okay, we come out of there for that much. And then what we do is we go to the train, we get module 2, and we get module 3. And that kind of looks like it's supposed to, it's kind of with the bus station, I think. I think it looks kind of cool, honestly. I do, I like that. Now the question is, could I put this in there to join them up? Will that... No, it doesn't. Okay. I was hoping that would work. Unfortunately, it does not. However... that does extend that way, and if I was to put the pedestrian path in there, oh, that would look so good if it, well, kind of works. Kind of doesn't. Kind of works. Extend you to there. Interesting. Interesting look. Extend to there? Kind of joins them together, doesn't it? No, not really. Let's not bother. Doesn't need to be joined together. It looks interesting enough. There's 3 train lines there, which we'll probably never use. And this is all just planning, by the way. This is very early planning phase of this airport. But I kind of like this idea. I like the idea of a kind of a one-way looping system there, with the option of going up through the middle. Not quite sure where you'll be able to go up through the middle, but you can go up through the middle, which I'm fine with. And then I think maybe that should be a one-way road as well. No, that'd be silly. That'd be very silly. So what I'll do is we'll go back 2 blocks and tunnel. So go back 2 blocks and tunnel, and we'll go back, not go black, go back 2 blocks and tunnel. Oh dear. Is it obvious I'm quite tired? And we'll come back up. That seems fine. So go to there, and up. Right. So that means I don't like that the runway isn't actually central there. I actually don't like that that is the case. Kind of want that to be there and then a block. I think that's better. I definitely think that looks better. So get the runway kind of central on the road. Like that. And then go a block and up. I think that definitely looks better. Okay. And then another block. And another block. And then we take a regular road. Probably worth doing one of these roads, actually, so people don't park on these. So one of these roads. Sure. And then another one down there. And can I get another terminal here, then? No, I probably couldn't because the runway's central. So this isn't actually technically even. No, I wouldn't be able to get another airport there, would I? Didn't think of that. Did not think of that. How big is an airport terminal then? So if can I put a terminal here? No, the terminal goes like, I think a runway's like 3 wide. So like, no, not that. Like that would be big enough, I think, for another terminal. Yeah, but that looks very silly. Let's not do that. Okay, well that's a bit weird. I don't quite know what to fill in this space with now. I guess some shops. Like you usually have stuff like that near an airport. Put some shops near it. Could be interesting. Interesting look. Can I fill this space in? That's not what I want. That's also not what I want. That's what I want. To fill that in with shops, I guess. Make the area worthwhile. Put some stuff in it. I mean, I guess it could work. The question is, what am I going to do with the... That's a lot of space. That's the thing. And we've got the bus depot. We've got the train stations. We've got the airport. What else could we put in this space? We have some roads, which has those. I guess metro would be good. Well, then again, metro is very far from everything else, isn't it? You wouldn't really... I don't think you'd really take a metro line from that airport, since it's not technically in the city. Well, I get... No, I don't think you would. You wouldn't take a metro from here. You'd take a train. You would take a train, and you can have the option of one of 3 trains. The buses here can go... There'll be one bus that takes you from an airport bus, or a bus that goes up to here, and a bus that goes to wherever... This bus depot. That's not a bus depot. Wherever the bus depot is. I think that could work. Okay, right. So this needs to be a district. That's for sure. This is a district. So let's just do this. Have it nicely outlined. Like so. It's just going to be Nerdingham. I just think Nerdingham or NIA. Nerdingham International Airport. So just NIA. Not Cypress Hills. That's a silly name. We're just going to go NIA. Nerdingham International Airport. There we go. So we're going to rename this to NIA Train Station. Alright. And this is going to be NIA Bus Depot. Okay, so that seems fine by me. This absolutely needs water, though. So run a pipe up there, run a pipe to there, run a pipe down there, and run a pipe to there. And then one up through the middle might... No, one up through the middle will not do it. And then one down there as well. Okay, then we'll just connect this over there. And I will also connect it down there. Because I can. And because I'm strange like that. As for electricity, I don't think I want this to power itself. I don't think I want to put any wind turbines or anything like that. I mean, it is an airport. You don't really want tall structures around an airport. So we'll have that powered like that. That seems fine by me. So that should give electricity to everything there. And let's see. I do have one question. Could I run a pedestrian path up here without it looking ridiculous? Not really, but I might allow that. Yeah, I'm going to allow that just purely based on the fact that I can't really put anything else in that space. That's the only reason that's being allowed. That's literally it. That looks awful, but I'm going to have to deal with it. Now, as for these train lines, let's have a little look. So I want a train... I guess it doesn't really make that much sense to have a train that goes everywhere the buses are going, does it? Now, these three train lines are kind of redundant when you think about it. They are kind of redundant. Because one is going to go up to here, probably. I guess I can put another terminal, another train stop there. One of them is going to go to the city. And then the other one is actually going to be redundant. I guess the other one could go over here. We'd have a third station. Yeah, we'll start here. Okay, so that's going to come out like so. And then sort of curve like so. That's a very sharp turn. I feel sorry for anyone on that train. Because they're not going to be having a good journey. They are not going to be having a good time. Okay, so then we'll bring this back up. Like so. I kind of want to take it through the trees. Long way to go, though. So, kind of have it sort of follow the road. And then go up like that, I suppose. And then in here, and not like that, because that's a very dumb connection. Let's come out like so. That's better. And have you two just meet in the middle. Perfect. Okay, so that's one line. This middle line is going to be going straight out, straight down, straight over, because I fancy doing something a little bit different. Okay, this is going to be tricky. So you go to there, then straight down again, because why not? Just a straight train line, I think. Although it is going to need to curve there, isn't it? Because it's not going to need to go... Oh, where is this going to connect to, actually? I didn't think about this. We don't actually have a train line over this way. The nearest train line... Oh, no, we do. Where does that go? It goes under the city. And where does it connect to? Where does that go? I've never... That train line goes up to... Oh, dear. Well, aren't you going to be fun? Aren't you going to be fun to work out? Okay. Right. So, curve over here. Then curve to here. Now, this is the fun part. Getting this to not look like a stupid bridge. Close enough to not being a stupid bridge. Now we need to go under everything else that we have in this city. That's going to be fun as well. Right, snap and come over like so. Where's the train station? The train station's up there. So this can come over this way, under everything else. And please, oh please, make this work. Okay, so if we go to there, that doesn't work. Space already occupied. By what? What is occupied? That road. Really? Does that work? That does work. Oh, that's perfect. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so good. Right. So now I need a train line. So this is going to go from... Create a line from there. Okay. To there and then back. So that is perfect. That is exactly what I want. That is a train line that just goes into the city from the airport. Next up, we're going to have a train line that goes from there to there. and then back to the airport. Fantastic. And now what I need to do is just stick another terminal onto, or another, whatever you call it, onto here. And we have another one. We'll have our final train line for the airport, which will be fantastic news. So have that come off of there. And then I want to stick the train terminal thingy. Height too high. Oh, it's not going to work, is it? Can I put M2 there? No. Oh, that kind of sucks. Was really hoping that would work. I guess not. Okay, I guess that's not going to happen. I guess that makes sense. We can at least have a bus come up here. Although it does mean we have a third terminal there at the airport, which is complete. Where is the airport? There's the airport, which is completely useless. But I guess those kind of things happen, right? You have useless train terminals. It's fine. I don't mind that one being unused for the meantime, I think. Some regional or passenger train lines, I suppose. That's fine. These things are all being used, at least. Any people on that train? Boarding? People boarding, apparently. No one there. That's fine. I don't mind too much. Let's go ahead and just put some commercial in here. I mean, there's no connections to this area, are there? I should probably do that. Let's see. What way do I want to do this? I feel like just a road is probably the best bet for this. Like, I mean, literally just a road off of the highway. Maybe a top road as well could be good. That could be interesting, couldn't it? Let's give that a shot. Let's give a top road a shot and a road off the highway. Although people may end up using this to, they may end up using this to go, from the highway up to that top road. But I'm going to hope and have faith that they don't, because they're not horrible human beings. Okay, that's going to need to curve along that way, then go under that train line, because I am not moving that train line. There we go. And then I think a road from here as well. Okay, so we'll do that, and we'll do that. So now what I need to do is just set this up to be a correct junction, so people don't use this incorrectly. So you guys can only turn that way. You guys can go to that lane and straight on. You guys can go there. You guys cannot turn right. So that is what I want for there. You guys can go straight on, and you can also turn... no, you can't. You can't actually U-turn. That's not what I want at all. So you guys can go straight on. You guys can go there, and you guys can turn to there. And I guess technically you guys should be able to go there, right? Is that correct? So you guys can come out and go. You can go straight on or left. You guys can come straight across. You can go that way. I think that's what I want. I think that's fine. That gives the airport a connection here and a connection there as well, which will hopefully bring some people this way, which is kind of what I want. So let's do some high density commercial there, do a bit of low density commercial there, do some offices there and there and there, and I guess just the whole way along here, to be honest. Just fill the rest of the space in with offices. There we go. And I will also do this side with offices as well. And, I mean, I guess that's the space, isn't it? There's not really much else I could put in there. Some parks could be nice, but, I mean, who necessarily wants to go to a park right next to an airport, right? I guess that'll look good at the end of the airport, and that doesn't actually make all that much sense. It's kind of on its own. Put one there, and I would like to put one there as well. Put one at the end there, and, I guess that's fine, isn't it? I can get some of the smaller parking lots in there as well if I really want to, which I kind of want to do. We've got the simple car park. Oh, no, not the simple car park. There is one that's very small. I've got the... Is that one? Small parking lot. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks okay. Right, so is anyone actually going to build here? That's my question. There isn't really much demand. And I'm also curious to see... Oh, I didn't put the buses in, did I? Right, so that's something to do. So buses. That's not buses. That's a bus. So the first stop is there, going to that terminal, I suppose. That terminal, and then out this way, which seems reasonable to me. Then to there, then I guess down that road, stopping at the station and completing the bus line. I want to make sure the game is paused though, so that is one bus line, which I probably won't be able to edit. I would like to create a new line though, from there, that's going to go up into this place, because it seems like a reasonable place to go. So I'll add a stop at the train station. I will also add a stop there. And I would like to add a stop kind of in the city center a little bit. And then I just want it to be quite simple and come back to... Well, where does it go? Oh, it goes that... Wait, what? Where does that go? Oh, it comes the long way around. Sure. Well, I'll just complete the stop there. Okay, so that's going to be another line. And then this one is going to be one from the bus depot. Well, this is going to be a very busy stop, but that's fine. That comes out there. And then I want it to just go into the city. I think we'll have it go in front of the city hall. Or beside the city hall, which, either or. I think it can go to there. And then I want to find the bus depot. That's the thing. Where is the bus depot here? Or where are the most bus stops? I think that's the depot, isn't it? Yeah, that's the depot. Okay. So it goes to City Hall. I think it could also go to the university. And then it could probably just come back. So it goes to kind of the two most popular places. Actually, I think another popular place is absolutely the retail park. So have it come down by the retail park. So it can go to there as well. Oh god, this is going to be a mess of a line, isn't it? Sure, whatever. It's going to be a long one. That's fine. Comes to there, and then it just goes back to the airport. That's fine. So complete that line. So that is several bus lines from the airport. That's metro lines. I want bus lines. So we have the, oh dear, NIA local, which I can't rename right now. We have Cedar Square NIA, and we have another one, which is what color? The one that leaves is the bright pink one, which I think is the number 13 line. Yep. Alright, so the number 13 line can't be edited either. Right, let's run the simulation a little bit. They are not coming from where I want them to come from. Oh, no, they are. What are you? You are NIA local. So that's actually not a bad name, but we're going to call it the NIA shuttle. Your depot is going to be NIA bus depot. And the bus on that line is just going to be the bus. So we'll remove the double decker. Remove vehicle. Oh, that's fine. There's currently several vehicles. I would like to remove... Oh, I didn't rename it, did I? NIA shuttle. There we go. And we're good. So you should now be getting removed from that line, meaning that it should just be a regular bus on the shuttle line, if I'm not mistaken. So you are now NIA shuttle. You are now line 13, which is the NIA to city line, which is fine. Your default depot is there. You are going to be the route master, which is fine by me. Bus stop interval. I think we're going to go 6 on that as well. Okay. Would like to modify your line as well. I think you're going to be 3 as the default. That's fine. I would like to modify your line. That's okay. I would like to remove that vehicle, so it's the route masters. Okay, so you should now be the NIA to city line. So if I modify that line, it has a lot of route masters queued up, so that's perfect. That's the shuttle. So we should be seeing another bus come out soon, which will be, that is the NIA to city, that is the shuttle, that's the one. Okay, so you are NIA to Cedar currently, so NIA to Cedar, that's fine. The default between you is going to be 5, your depot is going to be there, and I would like to set the default bus to be the double-decker bus, just so that there's 3 lines here, 3 different types of buses. That's perfect. Remove that vehicle. So now the shuttle, right, if I'm not mistaken, double decker is the one that I didn't manage to rename. So that's NIA to Cedar. Okay, so those are the ones that go about there. That's the city bus. That's the shuttle bus. So you are the NIA to Cedar. Perfect. So those are going to be busy as hell for a little bit, because they have to circle around to get to that stop that's just outside the depot, or the depot. I need to settle on one way to pronounce that word, but I think that's a good start, if I'm honest. I'm interested to see how this will go, because we should start seeing. Did I see no, I didn't see a vehicle. That was a bus stop. We should start seeing these buses once they're good to go. They should start heading off down towards the city. Also, I would like to just select these lanes here and maybe up the speed limit a little bit. Let's set that to cars. Give that a speed limit of 70. We'll do the same on this road as well. 60, 70. I think I might up the speed limit on these as well. Let me just deselect everything. That's those not selected. I think I'll up the speed limit on these as well, from 40 to 50, just to differentiate the roads a little bit. I kind of like the idea. 40 to 50 seems like a reasonable increase in speed. You know, not too much, not too little. Means that everything will move just that little bit faster, which is kind of ideal for an airport. You want everything to move quite quickly. Even though technically at an airport you would have them moving slower, because there's a lot of people, but in City Skylines that doesn't matter. I'm not too worried about safety, if I'm honest. I mean, no one's going to get hit by a car, and if they do, I should probably put a fire department out here. That would probably make sense. But there we go, up to 50. We'll leave the one-way roads as they are, but I would actually like to put a fire department out here. But the way I'm going to do it is using one of these, because I want to go right to the edge of the runway, which I can't do. I said right to the edge of the runway. Down like that, and down like that. Okay, so that's where the fire department is going to go. I think we can put the police station out there as well, because why not? Fire department can go down this end. There we go. And the health, I suppose, the clinic can go there. And that should be fine. Okay, so I do want to turn off civilian vehicles for that road. Also want to up the limit to 40. There we go. So that will keep that area moving along quite nicely. That whole area. Those guys don't actually have electricity right now, which is a little bit annoying, but I'm not too worried. A lot of buses. Awful lot of buses, but they should be moving out any second. There go the police cars, which is kind of cool. Off to do their rounds, I suppose. There's the buses actually starting to move out now, which is fantastic news. Not quite sure why you guys are circling around so much. Are you going to be turning out to Cedar? No, you're going that way. Where are you going? You're the NIA to Cedar. You've apparently done 94% of your route. Well, you're right. Where are you going? Okay, so now you've done 1, 2... Are you going to be turning out to head off to Cedar now? Yeah, there we go. So now they're splitting up. There's still a lot to be done, basically. The shuttle buses are doing their thing. Those buses are heading off to the city. Going to be taking their time. Ambulances heading off to the city as well. I think we're good for today, folks. I think we've had a relatively good... Oh my god, that's all developed really quickly. How's this place going? That junction's holding up. Actually, it's barely holding up, but this is... Oh, this is so close to filling out. It looks perfect. It looks so good. I love it. I love it to bits. I love how this place looks. It looks so nice. But yeah, I think I think we could leave it there for today, folks. If I'm not mistaken, it might be good to get some electricity in here. I'm not quite sure how I would do that though. I mean, I guess I could put a wind turbine, but that seems kind of dangerous. I guess what I'll do is I'll run this to there, then just run that straight up to the other power line. Yeah, that'll do. That'll bring power to the people, which is exactly what I want. Did that work? That did, but they still don't have a... There they go. Okay, yeah, I'm going to leave it there for today. Lots of buses needing to get sorted there on the yeaaaaah to City line, which is to be expected, really. A lot of traffic there, having some problems, but they'll manage, I'm sure. But yes, I am absolutely going to leave it there for today, folks. Thank you kindly for watching. It certainly seems that there's a lot of people, lot of buses. Hopefully a lot of people are going to come this way. There's a civilian vehicle. Don't know what he's going to be doing. Where are you going? You are going to the small parking lot. Are you a tourist? You are a tourist. Are you going to be... I mean, are you going to be... Where are you going? Oh, you're stuck behind buses. Of course you are. Of course you are. So you're going there. You've parked. So where are you off to? You're going to the small... You're still going to the small parking lot. You're a tourist. Are you just going there to sit? Are you seriously just going there to sit? I want to end this episode, but if you're going there... You're literally going there to sit down, aren't you? That was a really nice animation, but you've literally gone there to just sit down. You're also a tourist. Where are you going? Small park... Yeah, they're just going to the parks. They're using the parking lots as parks. But that's fine. People are driving here. I'm okay with that. I am completely fine with that. The Cedar buses are doing their thing. They're going to be doing their rounds, which I'm also okay with. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you kindly for watching. This has been City Skylines. I've been the Conflict Nerd. We have a very small international airport, which I'm very much okay with. Probably want fewer buses on that line, which we will deal with in a... Wait a minute. Why are you on that line? That's the yeaaaaah to Cedar line. You should not be there. Get out of there. That's better. That's what I expect to see. Alright, yeah. Thank you kindly for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh, a plane. Hello. Going for a landing. Going for a land. EasyJet, clearly. It's clearly an EasyJet plane. That's, EasyJet. Alright, perfect.